In a world where science often challenges traditional beliefs, it's both surprising and fascinating to see modern research affirming ancient wisdom, especially the teachings of Jesus. Imagine being told that the same lessons you've heard in church or read in the Bible are now backed by cutting-edge scientific studies. It almost sounds like a paradox, doesn't it? But that's the beauty of truth. It stands the test of time and scrutiny. These 5 lessons from Jesus, which have guided countless lives for centuries, are now being validated by the very science that many thought might disprove them. So, what happens when faith and science converge? The answer might just change the way you live your life. Curious to find out which teachings have stood up to this modern scrutiny? Let's dive in. True wisdom isn't just about what one says, it's about how one lives. When we look at figures like Socrates and Jesus, we see that the difference between a wise person and a guru lies in the authenticity of their actions. Socrates didn't just teach the importance of knowledge, he lived in constant pursuit of truth. Similarly, Jesus didn't merely preach love for others. He demonstrated that love in every act, whether by healing the sick or embracing the outcasts. A clear example is the parable of the Good Samaritan, where Jesus showed that true wisdom is knowledge transformed into action. Yet, today, many confuse wisdom with mere eloquence. A guru may have the right words, a beautiful speech, but do they live what they preach? Authentic wisdom, as these great teachers show us, is an inseparable fusion of word and action. This is something anyone can apply in daily life. Not just talking about integrity, but acting with integrity whenever the opportunity arises. Simple gestures, like helping someone without expecting anything in return, are powerful manifestations of this practical wisdom, in professional life. This truth becomes even more evident. Imagine a leader who talks about the importance of teamwork but never actively participates or acknowledges the efforts of their team members. This leader would be more like a guru than a wise person. True leadership, inspired by figures like Jesus, requires practicing what one preaches. This isn't limited to grand gestures. Sometimes, the simplest actions, like genuinely listening to a colleague, can have a profound impact in the family context. This lesson translates into exemplary behavior. Parents who wish to teach strong values to their children must first embody those values in their daily routine. If you want your child to be honest, demonstrate honesty in your actions, even in small matters. After all, as Jesus said, you will know them by their fruits. It's not just what you say, but what you do that defines true wisdom. For those seeking spiritual growth, the same rule applies. It's not enough to read and understand teachings. It's crucial to live them. Instead of merely reciting prayers, try to incorporate the essence of those prayers into your daily actions. This can be as simple as showing genuine compassion to someone in need or forgiving those who have wronged you. These small acts of practical wisdom are what truly transform lives. Finally, true wisdom isn't something you acquire all at once. It's a continuous journey of learning and practice. Socrates said that true wisdom lies in recognizing one's own ignorance. And Jesus reminds us that we must be humble to learn and grow. Each day offers new opportunities to apply this practical wisdom, and the more we live it, the more deeply we understand it. The golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, is a principle found at the heart of Christianity and echoed in many other spiritual traditions. But this isn't just a lofty ideal. It's a practical guide to living a fulfilled and harmonious life. Modern psychology reinforces this, showing that when we treat others with empathy and kindness, we also enhance our own well-being. Think of it as planting seeds of positivity in the world, which eventually grow into a garden of mutual respect and understanding. This principle is more than just a moral guideline. It's a psychological tool that fosters healthier relationships. When we practice empathy, truly putting ourselves in another's shoes, we create stronger connections with those around us. These connections aren't just emotionally satisfying, they're also beneficial to our health. Studies have shown that individuals who practice compassion and empathy tend to experience lower levels of stress and higher levels of happiness. So, the next time you're in a difficult situation, ask yourself, how would I want to be treated? This simple question can guide your actions toward more positive outcomes in the workplace. Applying the golden rule can transform the environment. Imagine a manager who treats their team with respect and fairness, considering their perspectives and needs. This not only boosts morale, but also increases productivity. When employees feel valued and understood, they are more likely to be engaged and committed to their work. It's a simple yet effective way to create a positive and thriving workplace culture. At home. This rule can be a foundation for building strong family bonds. When each family member strives to treat others with the same kindness and consideration they wish to receive, conflicts are minimized and love flourishes. For example, if you want your partner to listen to you, make it a point to listen to them first. This mutual respect and understanding create a nurturing environment where everyone feels valued and supported. The golden rule also extends to how we interact with society at large. In a world often filled with division and strife, practicing this principle can be a powerful force for unity. Whether it's in small daily interactions or broader social issues, approaching others with the intent to understand and respect their perspectives can lead to a more harmonious community. It's about building bridges rather than walls, creating connections rather than divisions. Remember that the golden rule is not just about how we treat others, but also about how we treat ourselves. It's a reminder to be kind to yourself, to give yourself the same compassion and understanding you offer to others. By doing so, you create a balance in your life that allows you to grow and thrive, both personally and in your relationships with others. Humility is often misunderstood as a sign of weakness, but in reality, it is one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. True humility allows individuals to recognize their own limitations and remain open to learning and growth. This mindset is not only crucial for personal development, but also fosters better relationships, both personally and professionally. Jesus exemplified humility throughout his life, consistently placing the needs of others before his own, and modern psychology supports the idea that humility leads to greater self-awareness and overall well-being. In a professional setting, humility can be the key to success. Leaders who approach their roles with humility are more likely to inspire loyalty and respect from their teams. They understand that they don't have all the answers and are willing to listen to the insights of others. This openness not only strengthens team dynamics, but also drives innovation, as it encourages a free flow of ideas. Imagine a manager who regularly seeks feedback from their employees and acknowledges their contributions. Such a leader is far more likely to cultivate a motivated and high-performing team. On a personal level, humility enriches relationships by fostering genuine connections. When individuals are humble, they are more likely to empathize with others, understanding their struggles and successes without judgment. This creates a foundation of trust and respect that strengthens bonds. For example, in a friendship, humility allows for open communication, where each person feels heard and valued. It's about putting aside ego and embracing the idea that everyone has something valuable to contribute. Humility also plays a crucial role in personal growth. When someone is humble, they are more willing to admit mistakes and learn from them, which is essential for continuous improvement. This is particularly important in today's fast-paced world, where adaptability is key. By acknowledging that there is always more to learn, individuals can remain flexible and resilient in the face of challenges. Consider the example of a student who, instead of being discouraged by a poor grade, seeks out feedback and uses it as an opportunity to improve. This attitude not only enhances learning but also builds character. Spiritually, humility is a cornerstone of many religious teachings, including those of Jesus. It is the recognition that there is a higher power guiding us, and that we are part of something greater than ourselves. This awareness encourages a sense of gratitude and purpose, reminding us to serve others with a selfless heart. Modern psychology echoes this, showing that humble individuals often experience greater life satisfaction and a deeper sense of connection to the world around them. Embracing humility in our daily lives allows us to approach challenges with a calm and open mind. It frees us from the burden of pride and allows us to see situations more clearly, making better decisions as a result. By practicing humility, we can navigate life's complexities with grace, building stronger relationships and achieving lasting success. In a world driven by instant gratification, the idea of choosing purpose over pleasure might seem counterintuitive, but it's a principle that can lead to a deeply fulfilling life. While pleasure offers temporary satisfaction, purpose provides long-term meaning and direction. Jesus emphasized this throughout his teachings, urging people to focus on higher goals rather than fleeting pleasures. Modern science backs this up, showing that individuals who pursue meaningful goals tend to experience greater happiness and well-being over time. Choosing purpose over pleasure doesn't mean abandoning joy. Rather, it's about aligning your actions with what truly matters to you. For instance, consider the difference between spending hours on social media for quick entertainment versus dedicating that time to a project that aligns with your passions and values. The immediate gratification of likes and comments might feel good in the moment, but the deep sense of accomplishment from pursuing something meaningful lasts much longer. It's about making choices that bring lasting fulfillment rather than temporary delight, i.e. in the professional realm. This principle is particularly powerful. People who find purpose in their work often report higher levels of job satisfaction and are more resilient in the face of challenges. Imagine a teacher who finds deep meaning in educating and inspiring the next generation. Despite the inevitable difficulties of the profession, the sense of purpose drives them to persevere and find joy in their work. This focus on purpose rather than mere pleasure can transform the way we approach our careers, leading to more meaningful and rewarding professional lives. On a personal level, prioritizing purpose can profoundly impact your relationships. When you approach relationships with the intention of building something meaningful and lasting, rather than seeking only immediate gratification, the connections you form are deeper and more resilient. For example, instead of pursuing a relationship for superficial reasons, focusing on shared values and long-term compatibility can lead to a partnership that is fulfilling and enduring. Purpose-driven relationships are rooted in mutual respect, shared goals, and the commitment to growth, making them far more satisfying in the long run. This principle also extends to self-discipline and personal growth. Delaying gratification, whether it's in the form of sticking to a fitness regimen, saving money for future goals, or investing time in learning a new skill, often leads to more significant rewards later on. Scientific studies have shown that individuals who can delay gratification tend to achieve better outcomes in various aspects of life, including health, education, and financial stability. It's about playing the long game, understanding that the sacrifices made today can lead to greater rewards tomorrow. Ultimately, purpose over pleasure is about making conscious choices that align with your deeper values and long-term goals. It's not about rejecting pleasure entirely, but rather integrating it into a life that is guided by purpose. By focusing on what truly matters, you can create a life that is not only enjoyable, but also deeply meaningful and fulfilling. This shift in mindset can lead to greater resilience, satisfaction, and overall happiness as you build a life that is rich in purpose and lasting joy. Forgiveness is often seen as a difficult virtue to practice, yet it holds immense power in transforming our emotional well-being. Central to Christian teachings, Jesus emphasized the importance of forgiveness, not just as a moral obligation, but as a path to inner peace. When we forgive, we release ourselves from the chains of resentment and bitterness, allowing healing to begin. Modern psychological research supports this, showing that forgiveness can lead to lower stress levels, improved mental health, and even better physical health. Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their actions or forgetting the hurt they caused. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that pain. Imagine holding on to anger like clutching a hot coal, with the intention of throwing it at someone else. In the end, you're the one who gets burned. By choosing to forgive, you're choosing to put down that coal, to let go of the anger, and to move forward with a lighter heart. This act of forgiveness is not just for the other person. It's a gift to yourself, one that can bring profound peace in relationships. Forgiveness is the glue that keeps connections strong despite the inevitable mistakes and misunderstandings that occur. Consider a long-term friendship or marriage. Conflicts are bound to arise, but the ability to forgive each other allows the relationship to heal and grow stronger over time. Without forgiveness, these relationships would crumble under the weight of unresolved grievances. By practicing forgiveness, you create a space for understanding, compassion, and deeper connection. Professionally, forgiveness can also play a crucial role. In a workplace setting, holding on to grudges can create a toxic environment, leading to poor teamwork and decreased productivity. However, when individuals choose to forgive, they contribute to a more collaborative and positive atmosphere. For example, if a colleague makes a mistake that affects you, choosing to forgive and work together towards a solution can not only resolve the issue more efficiently, but also strengthen your professional relationship. Forgiveness fosters an environment where people feel safe to take risks and innovate, knowing that mistakes won't lead to lasting animosity. Spiritually, forgiveness is a practice that aligns us with a higher purpose. Jesus taught that by forgiving others, we open ourselves to receive forgiveness and grace from God. This spiritual principle is mirrored in psychological studies, which show that people who practice forgiveness tend to experience greater overall life satisfaction and a sense of purpose. It's a reminder that forgiveness is not just about the past. It's about creating a future where love, understanding, and peace prevail. Embracing forgiveness in your daily life allows you to live more fully in the present. By letting go of past hurts, you free yourself to experience life with a clear mind and not open heart. This doesn't mean you ignore past experiences. Rather, you learn from them and move forward with a sense of compassion for yourself and others. In this way, forgiveness becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation, helping you to create a life filled with peace, joy, and meaningful connections. Throughout this video, you've seen how the lessons of Jesus, confirmed by science, can transform your life. But true transformation only happens when you apply this knowledge. So, I ask you, how have these truths touched your heart? Are you ready to let them guide your steps from now on? If this video brought you any reflection or change, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to keep exploring these fantastic teachings from the Bible. And now, I have not even more special invitation. If this message has touched you, if you want to accept Jesus and transform your life forever, know that He has a unique plan and purpose for you. He loves you deeply and is ready to walk beside you every step of the ways. Before you go, I have a recommendation that will edify you even more. Watch the video, Why Jesus Had to Meet Moses and Elijah at the Mount of Transfiguration. Click on the card on the screen and delve into the mysteries of the Bible in this mysterious and revealing story. May God bless you immensely, and I'll see you in the next video.